Good morning. How y'all doing?
Hey.
We are on Loop Live this morning.
That is what? I just quit. I quit. I just need a new tablet. That's all.
No, what's wrong with
Come
that?
on.
That's odd.
What's your name? See, I can't see it.
Who name?
His name.
You.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, let me go here.
My Facebook app just. Oh.
Man, they done redid this Facebook app. Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Why is
We
this
sure
thing?
appreciate you joining us. On this morning, we getting everything together. We get ready to start the show.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
And I left the
You
coaster.
couldn't take it under the table?
I left the coaster at home.
You shouldn't say take it under the table.
Oh, there you go.
I should take this all under the table.
You real greasy right there.
Is.
Why?
Don't mind this.
What you was doing before you got him?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to ask
You
a
need to tell
question.
your doctor that you
No.
have bronchitis.
No,
For some
I have
reason.
some,
You do?
whatever it's called.
If you're not using it, if you like to.
No, I do use it when I need
You
it.
have the address.
Wow.
My lips have been very dry
Yes,
lately,
Don't say
and
that.
so, like, my skin cracked
Don't
Oh, I
say
see.
that.
everywhere.
Well, when you say that, your lips have been dry, I'm thinking,
I ain't doing that. Not this week.
That's what I'm
But anyway,
not this
so I shouldn't have did
I
that
need you to
anyway.
turn it on vibrate.
Shouldn't
Let
have
me
did
show
last
you.
week either. But
Thank
anyway,
you.
but my lips have been cracking, so I've been
You know how
pretty,
you have a
you know,
work husband?
looking just real luscious. Someone told me this morning my lips look juicy. I said, no, that's Carmex.
Who's that somebody?
Did you see that? Did you see
my
read him?
homeboy called me this morning.
You read my text, Q? He can't
No,
do
he's
it.
just my
He a preacher.
homeboy.
He can't do
morning,
it.
Alicia.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
There it is. I don't know what was up with that. Just
everybody's so mellow today.
I know, it's so,
Cause
the
it's
vibe.
what is wrong with this?
Five. What you talking about?
It's
Did you read the text?
Facebook will not come up. It comes up and shut down. Comes up and shut down.
Okay, are we still live?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure, cause I'm updating it. That's what
Hi,
it is.
everyone.
You
Okay.
updating what? Ain't got to do with my tablet.
No, I'm updating the
Y'all
live
just
feed.
need to be happy.
We is happy.
We is-
Absolutely.
Well, okay, then y'all need to speak
Conversation.
proper English.
No,
We
something.
is happy.
We is happy. Something's wrong with my tablet because I don't even have all these apps ever open at one time.
Okay,
Period.
okay, come be all right.
Welcome. Come on.
Come on
Like
in.
you say,
Come
come on in. Come on in the room.
Come on in the room.
Come
on
on.
Strawberry.
Strawberry watermelon, yes, please, thank you.
Let me see if I can get it.
Work husband. I told him he was a work
No.
husband. He was like, okay, oh
I like
my.
work husband.
Why is it every man has a knife?
A knife?
It's
I
like your
appreciate
keys.
a man having a knife.
It's like your keys, man.
I appreciate that.
You know,
Can't
like
leave home without it.
yeah, it's like a woman in a purse.
Am I less
Wait, do you have a
justified?
knife too?
Don't.
Sunshine, do you have a knife? Does anybody have a knife except for me? Sunshine, do you have a knife?
I do.
Oh my, well,
A knife
And
is
you
a
know
wonderful
what,
thing to
what-
have.
you have a knife?
Yeah, you know,
I have
what
a
was
knife in my car.
It's
I got
either
a
the knife or the
in
gun.
my house.
You have a gun?
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, I told you, he's a work husband, he doesn't do that. And also,
Oh!
Well, it was open.
Look, I was already halfway there.
oh yeah, you were.
Wow. That little scream and what you just said did not go together.
It
I just
did.
want-
All went together. The way she put it. Like,
That did
ooh.
not
Hey, as always.
go together.
Alright, y'all, stand by.
That
As
is-
always,
yeah.
Facebook, YouTube, y'all getting behind the scenes.
I'm just saying.
Y'all getting behind the scenes before the show starts. So, you know,
I'm just
welcome,
saying.
welcome.
Glasses?
I'm just saying.
Me and Mo just sitting here like y'all just gonna hear us without these mics on.
Oh, yeah,
I do.
I'm just
You
saying.
might want-
I'm just saying.
Look at the work husband, don't even have him.
that's alright, because I'm handling everybody else's business.
Yeah,
That's
he's
fine.
a work
It's
husband.
like a
Lift your feet.
polygamous marriage around this
Lift your
place.
feet.
A polygamous marriage.
Yeah.
Sister wives.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't mind
Well,
being
the
a
card is
sister wife.
blank, but I think that means we live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Master Gas Entertainment. I am your host, Q, and the whole crew is here with me this morning. Miss Sunshine, good morning to you. How you doing? You still naturally dope today?
Naturally dope today.
Miss Shimmy, good morning.
Good morning.
That's Miss Shimmy with the shits and juicy lips.
I'm queen of the earth this morning.
Queen of the earth, yeah, I like that. I actually like that shirt.
Queen of the earth.
I
this
like
morning.
that. Miss Mo Swag's in the house with us.
Hello, how's everyone doing? I hope that everybody's doing fine.
Everybody, I think everybody's doing pretty good, Mo. Listen, hey, if you want to join the conversation with us, 214-717-4827. Again, this is Mash Gas Entertainment. Listen, we right here in Dallas, Texas. Well, real quick before we get started with the show, just a couple of quick reminders. On next Saturday, which is March the 7th.
Next what?
Saturday.
Ain't no R in
You
it.
didn't even
Okay.
introduce Hendrix, did you?
I shook. My boy Hendrix is with
You
us
didn't
this
even
morning.
introduce yourself.
What's up,
You
man?
can't say
My
something.
bad, man.
Are you good, bro?
I'm just excited today.
You excited? Okay.
I'm excited and I'm loud.
Cause it's a
Yeah.
leap day.
It's
You
a
are
leap
lying.
day.
It's that extra day.
But why do people say it's a leap year and it's just a day?
It's just a
No,
day.
because like no, people this morning is
it only
happy
happens
leap
every-
Once
year.
every 4 years. That's
I
all.
know, but it's
And
just
then, you know,
it's
with
the
leap,
end of the
and
day.
then leap day changes a lot of people pay.
Mm.
You know, it really does. Like when you add the extra day in the year, you know, it's just like, oh my God, it just throws a whole lot of stuff out.
Yeah.
You know, it really, really
I don't
does.
know. I'm salary,
That's
so-
why you should go to the casino.
Mm.
You know what? They sent me some mail too. I need to
Which
go on
casino?
to the Windstar.
Oh.
I like the
I
Windstar, but
like
see,
Windstar.
they, you know, I get free rooms and stuff with them. You know, and that's how much I used to go. And I hadn't been in a while, but they sent me some free play money, so I might need to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Free play money.
Good
I
morning,
take-
Alicia and Norma. How
We
y'all
like-
doing?
We
Hey,
like to play
Norma,
money.
I'm kind of upset right now.
Okay.
You'll be alright.
Now, so next weekend we got a special guest coming with us, Miss Lydia Thomas of
Yay.
Paternity Direct DNA Center. She's gonna be here with us because we're gonna be talking about family dynamics next weekend.
Yes.
You know, it's important to know who you come from and who you belong to. I think that's pretty exciting. Also, on March the 28th at 5 p.m., the After Party Live presents the Sweet and Spicy Podcast Dinner at the Little Jazz and Cigar Lounge that's located at 110 South Cockrell Hill. That's in DeSoto, Texas. My boy Hendrix is going to be on the panel.
Yep.
Good job.
All right, so you know we kind of excited to see what this sweet and spicy and I guess everything nicey about this.
Sound like some Chinese food. I'm hungry.
Right.
They do sound like some
Chinese
Chinese
food
food.
now.
Let's not talk
Why?
about food.
You know, that sweet spicy chicken do be good though.
I don't eat chicken at
I'm
China.
not-
I don't eat anything beef or chicken or pork at a Chinese place. Can't fake seafood, so that's just what
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
doing
do.
none
Yeah, you
Chinese.
can.
I ain't getting
Imitation
my
crab.
nails done.
I didn't
ain't
say
going to
crab.
Chinese all-you-can-eat.
Not
Crab is
Listen,
seafood.
let me tell you something. When we went to LA, how was that food when we went to LA, the Chinese food?
So good.
Yeah. That.
Well, that's because they got water right there. Dallas is landlocked.
But
Oh,
you got
so-
Houston 4 hours away.
Yeah,
What's your
but
point?
by the time the fish get there, it's gonna be dead and smelly.
Mm.
Just smell it.
That
Mo
conversation took a
Mo
time.
has no confidence in our freight and transportation
I wouldn't
industry.
either. I wouldn't either.
Listen, everybody. Also, again, my boy Hendrix is going to be on the panel. Get your tickets at theafterparty.com/afterpartylive. I think the discounted tickets time frame is already passed. So, again, just make sure you go ahead and do that. Make sure you guys go and support. And last but not least, our Spades tournament is coming up.
Yes.
April 25th, 2020 at the Studio BW Salon Lounge. That's located at 902 Cedar Ridge Drive in Duncanville, Texas. The registration is $40. If you have any questions or comments, please email us at info@mashthegas.com or leave us a message at 972-904-2396. Okay, we only taking Cash App, and we'll also be taking registrations there as well. But we're taking the Cash App. Our Cash App is Mash the Gas, just like our show name. So make sure you guys go ahead and do that. All right, then, real quick. So after I got all that out the way, what happened, Mo? What's
Mo
wrong?
said you didn't say it right. It's a dollar sign.
Ain't it the dollar sign up on there?
Yeah, the dollar sign.
Maybe that's
Sorry.
No, that make all the
Yeah, I know that the dollar sign.
Makes the
Mash the gas.
Okay.
Dollar sign. Mash the gas.
If you use Cash App, the first thing is the dollar sign.
Yeah, but you know sometimes.
Some
That-
people
yeah.
don't.
Yeah,
I
some
got a
people they
girlfriend
just.
that's got it at the end.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I got somebody almost got me because I was trying to send it to her, and she's like, no, that's not the one. Mine's at the end. I was like, ooh. Somebody almost got $2.
Well,
You
That
say
would have been a high
$2.
$2. That was more last year.
It take
You know,
it
last
for
year.
these
$2. They
last $2.
I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna lose.
Ever.
Like going for the bus fare.
Bus fare.
I stopped riding the bus.
You missing the point of my last $2.
Oh.
That's the last $2.
I'm sorry.
Just the last two,
I'm
Mo.
sorry. That's my daddy theme song, though.
Wow.
Yeah.
So check this out. Everybody listen, early election or early voting is now over.
Yes.
Yes.
Yesterday was the last day to early vote.
Mhm.
I actually got out there and I voted yesterday. I was out there at the Richardson Civic Center yesterday. And let me tell you, I took a picture of this. A lot of people were coming, and I actually met a couple of people that actually have podcasts that were doing the show further back in the parking lot. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
because you have to be so far away.
Yeah, and you know, actually getting a chance to talk to some people. Well, I took a picture yesterday, and I'm gonna read this because I can read it. It is public knowledge, and this is as of when I got there yesterday. So it was like maybe like 4:30 when I got there. It says yesterday, number of votes per primary. This is every other hour. This is yesterday signed by the judge. Okay, Democratic voters. 99 people between the hours of 9:30 and 11:30. Republican 39. All right. Starting at 11:30, Democratic 187 people came. Republican Republican 89 people came. Between 11:30 and 1:30, 328 Democrats, 161 Republicans, and in the hour that I was there, 512 Democrats, 251 Republicans. And so they were getting ready to get the numbers tallied for 5:30 to 7. And so I just want to say kudos to all of everyone that's going out to vote. And even though it's at the Richmond Civic Center where, you know, two little white children was in there tearing down the little, you know, barriers and stuff where people had to stand in the line.
Beat 'em.
You know, now you can't beat white children in Richardson. You're going to jail. Let me tell you, so you're going, and let me tell you, the police department sits in the Civic Center.
Right.
You know, so you can't do that. They're going to lock you right on up. But I just want to say kudos to everybody that went to go ahead and vote, whether you're a Democrat or Republican. Did any one of you guys get out to vote?
Yep.
Okay, now let me tell you why those numbers are kind of scary.
Go ahead, Mo. I'm listening.
Because you have a Democratic, usually in the state of Texas, we have a Democratic side and a Republican side, right?
Right.
But when you early vote, you don't have that, right?
Right.
Okay.
So what do Republicans do?
They vote Democrat.
They vote Democratic to throw your numbers off, to get the least likely candidate for their candidate.
And that's what they're doing in South Carolina
Been
too.
doing it for years.
To do
So those numbers are actually,
reverse
because the time you went was on what day,
on a Friday,
at what time, when most working people are what?
getting off work.
At work.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they've been known to do. I mean, it's great. It's great strategy. It's great strategy. And plus, they usually don't vote. Whichever party is the incumbent party, whichever party has your president,
Right.
you don't have a tendency to vote because they vote straight ticket. So they're going to wait until the general election. But people were out there voting. That's a good thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think on a Friday, when a lot of people are off on Friday, I wish they had utilized that time. Or just last weekend on Saturday and Sunday, I wish they had utilized that time. But whether or not, you know, these black churches are going to try to get people out to vote, which is a great thing. I just wish they had done like the bus rides early vote. But
Yeah,
you know what?
yeah.
We always have until November, and you know, Biden is going to be the front runner.
You think so?
That's the only person I can vote for.
Me too. Yeah,
I ain't
me
got
too.
nobody else.
Well, okay. To each his own.
I know. I don't have nobody else.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I look at it like this. What I did find interesting going out to vote early was that some places were complaining about long lines. I didn't run into that issue. I had maybe like a 10-minute wait, which I didn't think was that bad, but you know.
Man, let me tell you, I stood in the line. I was in the long line. I stood in line. The lady, one of the ladies came out, and she said, "hour 30," because you know they have a person come out and tell you, and then they got to make sure you're in the right county, because you know some people in Collin County voting over there, but they have to send them up the street because you know the border is sitting right there, Collin, Dallas.
Right.
So I was right at Collin County, right on the edge. I mean, right on the edge of Dallas County, and so I didn't mind standing in line. Let me tell you why.
That's right.
I didn't mind standing in line because I seen some more of my black people in line, my brown people in line, and I felt like if people died for me to stand right here, then I'm gonna stand right here.
Yep.
You know, I was looking at something the other day, you know, and those people, it was women I think it was when women actually were given the right to vote, and all those black women were lined up, and the line was like 5 or 6 blocks. You know, when someone paved the way for you like that, you know, you show respect. You know,
Right.
and that's kind of how I felt. I didn't even care about waiting. I just wait.
I don't even see why people don't take that day off, like November 4th or 3rd, whatever the voting date is. I never understood why people didn't take that day off in advance. You
I
know?
thought it used to be against the law to make you work like during voting hours
Right,
or
during
something
voting
like
hours.
something
Well,
like
they have
that,
to let
right?
you
They-
off
you
in
have to
time
let
to
you
go
off.
vote.
They have to let you off in time to go vote, which is
Oh, in
why
time to go vote.
right,
okay.
which is why polls stay open till 7 o'clock.
7 to 7.
Yeah.
Right.
However, you know, if the line is long, you can't go for your lunch break.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
45-minute lunch break. You got to clock out, get in the car, go clock you back in. But you know they make it so convenient. You could have done an absentee ballot. Could have voted by mail. You know, and trying to make it
All
easier.
things that other people don't actually
Now if they
realize
do
they
it
can
by by phone, you know, in the near future.
That would be
Wow.
good.
Mhm.
But you know what's funny?
I don't trust that.
Well, here's what I find.
Work well enough.
This is what I find interesting, that some people are trying to make it so hard for everybody to vote, where you got to go get registered and all this. I'm like, look, if you're a citizen and you have an ID or a driver's license, you should be
Mhm.
automatically registered to vote.
But that's the
what I
problem. A lot of people don't have IDs, believe it or not.
I understand that.
Yeah,
what
that's-
I'm saying is, this is where you can bring. This is where the churches can help get involved too.
Mm-hmm.
Where you can say, hey, look, you need an ID. You don't have to come here on Sunday. You come in here anyway, or come here on Wednesday for Bible study. You come in here anyway. We get you locked in and loaded. We get your ID and everything going.
Makes sense
Why,
to me.
why can't you do that?
I agree. I just don't understand people not having ID.
I
I mean,
don't know.
people come start. You know, people say, "Well, I took a picture of it." What?
Yeah.
My 8-year-old nephew got an ID.
Oh.
Oh yes.
No,
Oh,
I'm
yes.
sorry.
So
Oh,
Yeah.
On
Travel-
the picture taken of IDs.
travel
Yeah.
industry.
Yeah.
Okay.
don't get
Why
us started this morning.
do they? If you're going to travel, and let us know, Miss Sunshine, to tell us this. Why do they want to take a picture of their ID and not have their ID? What's the use? What?
I guess they feel like, you know, they won't lose it because they have their phone.
You know how many phones
But
I
it's-
found in the seat back pocket?
Amen.
Right.
You know how many
What-
seat back pockets I've had to go check?
No.
Man, I got some wonderful
Well,
seats
you already
when
said
I was
that.
in
Like-
airline
Yes,
industry.
you understand,
But
bro.
it's like they don't understand that we need to physically have that.
Right. Now, when you traveling out of the country,
Oh, that's a whole nother beast.
when you traveling out of the country, you can do that. And like if you lose your passport or something, it's a good thing to have a picture of it.
I'm sorry.
That is a
So
good
you'll
thing.
have the number and everything.
Right, so you'll have a number, but
But
when you're actually going through the airport, going through security, going through customs, you actually need the physical document. You actually have to have it.
I just don't understand.
and a passport card is not a passport.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Passport card is for land and sea only. You
Mhm.
cannot use that for air
Air
travel. Period. Paragraph, end of story. It's on every single page as you go through the whole passport card process. Even when you get it, it comes with a blank sheet of paper on the very front in big large letters. This is not good for airline travel.
Can I ask you
I
something?
love your
A
job.
passport card.
Wow.
Well, it's like a little
Why would you
ID
have a
card.
card?
Well,
Right.
you have an
It's
ID.
good for cruisers,
Right, for cruisers and stuff like
people
that.
who cross the border, you know, driving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, Margaret
Yeah.
said you can also use your expired license up to 4 years after it expired.
It depends on which state you're in. In Texas, it's
I'm just
2.
reading.
I understand. In some states, you're absolutely right. But
Don't shoot the
in
messenger.
Texas, it's only 2 years. For 2 years after it's expired, you can use it. But then Texas makes you renew your driver's license regularly.
Well,
That's why mine's still Arizona. 30 years.
so I
And
lost
New
my
Mexico,
driver's
15
license,
years.
right? And I went to go
What?
renew it, right? Well, no, not renew it. I went to go get another driver's license,
Mhm.
and I just got notification that I need to really re-up my driver's license. Can I keep that same picture? Because it was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a cute picture.
You don't have to change.
Well, you know.
Well, and
I changed every
What
time
about- what about
when was the
because I
last
got
time you
smaller.
went to the office? Because sometimes they require you go into the office. to
Oh
take
no,
your new one.
about 4 months ago.
Oh, okay, then you shouldn't
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
Okay, good. But
You
now
know,
you have a
let me
picture.
tell you,
Okay,
Mo.
I like these. Can I use that?
You can't go back in the picture. You got to go only forward.
You know, I like my picture when I had hair.
Oh my.
Reggie, you had hair? I thought you was born bald, but okay.
Wow. Wow. Well, we all are. Well, some of us.
All right,
Some
Shimmy,
of
I
us.
had hair.
All right, Shimmy with the
my mama
shits.
had
I'm
hair.
just
Shimmy
saying,
with the
I've
shit.
only known Reggie not to have hair. I would probably be freaked out if I saw a picture of Reggie with hair. You know what?
be
I'ma
really-
go-
I mean,
I'ma go look at the
I know
yearbook.
Reggie with hair.
You'd be really surprised when
Now
my hair
who?
was down to my shoulders.
No, I know Reggie.
Okay,
I
Pimp.
remember Reggie having hair. I mean, you know.
Well, that's because y'all been friends since y'all was 3.
I
There's a
think
difference.
so.
There is a
Damn
difference.
near roommates.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
Roommates.
one foot and your foot wasn't out together.
Getting on with the show now.
Yeah.
You know what?
Q,
I just got
let us know
thrown
what
off.
is next on the show, dear.
I just got thrown off. So I was gonna ask a question. You know,
Yes,
who y'all
indeed.
think is gonna win Texas? You know, for the presidential candidate. Who?
Me.
What about the senator?
I still don't know.
You think Royce West gonna win?
No.
I was gonna ask that.
Okay. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
About
I've
that.
never liked him.
Show, say it.
I mean, cause why is Royce West running anyway? When he gonna win anyway? But
Gonna win what?
I probably, because let me tell you, I'm the type of voter, I only go and vote what I know,
Right.
okay? And because because you can't go further without really kind of educating yourself, you know, with the people in your area and what they're actually running for sometimes. So I was looking and I was voting or whatever the case it is, and I just started picking a couple of people that I didn't know. Y'all gonna just pull that on off on the floor.
You're-
Gonna pull it on
You're,
off the
you're
floor, huh?
tied up around
I'm
my
not-
ankle.
I'm not.
She
I'm
tied up around her ankles.
And
I
so,
thought she liked that kind of thing, but
Hey,
no.
that's I'm just saying.
They said that about you.
I think y'all.
They said that
I
about
think
you.
we should stay on the straight and narrow.
And
Because
you
ain't
know
know
what?
what y'all talking about straight. And it ain't narrow. Y'all talking about some stuff over there. Sexual intercourse stuff. We don't talk about that.
Well,
you know I can't do
Look,
that.
I'm
Well,
on what?
I have never
Day
personally.
day three of celibacy.
Day 3.
She counted.
Day
Day
3.
three.
That's
Day
it.
4.
She
What's
counted.
mine?
Wow.
Look,
I got married.
That's
President.
just a dry spell.
That's
That
just-
shit's don't count.
No,
Wow.
ma'am, President. I got
Moving
married.
on, Royce West.
All
We're
right,
not
let's-
going there with her.
So
Royce West.
I'm just one of the ones that just kind of push the button on people. I don't know, like it's okay, whatever. I try to pick out the black people who think I name they're black people, and I just pick them.
oh my God.
Hey,
You know how many white girls I heard with the name
Name-
Schlegel?
Well, I mean,
Name
that's
Keisha.
fine. That's okay. I'm talking about people I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry. Now, I vote for, like, the senator, and I vote for, you know, like, the district they impact to me, you know, whatever. And I know those people. But other than that, you know, now I should be ashamed of myself, like the
Yes.
Railroad Commission. I should be ashamed of myself because I should know who's running for Railroad Commissioner. I should know that, right?
Why should you?
But, I mean, why? Because that's important, you know, where railroads go and where, you know,
All transportation.
a lot of stuff, you know, that's
Okay,
really,
I'm trying
really
to
important.
And he used to
Railroad
be
by my house.
the last one was a Prairie View graduate. He was in there 10 years.
And so, you know, I just, you know, like with a couple of that stuff, you know, I just kind of hit, but up until they got to the legislations. Now, the legislations I paid very close attention to,
Okay.
you know, and so, and I read through those legislations or whatever the case is, because you're supposed to do that. But what I was asking is that, you know, when it comes to like voting sometimes, I just, you know, really honestly in my brain, I just go for what I want to go for, and I'm ready to go, you know, and that's just kind of how I be. But then I just take my time, especially with the legislations, and get on up out of there. So I was asking who y'all think, you know, may win the nomination, just in your brain, like off the top of your head. Like my family's split, you know, my family is split, and I was like my mama told me she voted for. I was like, for real? I said, you like him? She's like, I do, I really do. I said, oh, okay.
I'm just sick of black folks going for Bloomberg at this point because he give me one more colored person campaign message on the
Gonna
radio.
give it to you.
I'm
Gonna
so sick.
Gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you.
I'm so
Gonna give it
sick.
to you.
If I was a black man, what?
But
If
but,
I was born black, God, y'all, he trumping y'all.
well, I mean,
But
but
that's, they're all right there. I was just saying the other day, I said, you know, if you don't think that the black and brown vote and the women's vote doesn't count, listen to these campaign ads because that's who they are all addressing.
right,
All of them.
But I'm sick of the word black at this point.
I'm gonna tell
On
you.
every commercial.
I'm gonna tell you like this. And everybody has their own opinions about them, but to me, I don't care what you think about long term or whatever, best viable candidate. But to me, if you actually gonna talk about a person putting their actions historically have aligned with what they're saying today, there's only one person to me that's even eligible, and that's Bernie. That's Bernie Sanders. And I know people they like to twist his democratic socialism, and it's like, do you even have an idea of what that actually means?
No.
Or you just go in and say, oh, it's against capitalism, so no, I ain't gonna vote against that. Do you actually understand what it means? Are you listening to somebody?
No, they
Because
don't.
if
They listening to the radio ads just like I'm listening
Well,
to the
okay.
radio
So
and this
ads.
is where you have to educate
I was
yourself.
saying, why don't you educate us, Rick? What is a socialist? Because that's what he's being called, the socialist candidate.
Okay,
So
when
what is a socialist?
you look at a socialist, they are for the betterment of the people as a whole.
Okay.
Not, it's going to be business related or business driven, which is what capitalism is, which is why it enables corruption in politics, because politicians can be bought.
That's
So
what
he's trying to get rid of that.
Okay.
And
okay.
people looking at it like a bad thing, but it's really not a bad thing. But it's twisted because people do not tend to educate themselves when you have all the knowledge you need is right here in your phone.
Right in your phone.
And stop going to these stupid ass websites and go and look for somebody reputable like CNN, something like that, where they actually have some knowledge and something that you can reference and sources that are being cited to where their data is coming from, instead of just a random ass site
Right.
where it pops
Where a
up.
lot of them,
The kids
are
these days,
paid
they going-
ad.
Right.
That's why I
Right.
say the first three you should avoid, because those first three links that pop up are usually ad motivated. They're paid for.
Mm-hmm. Pays to pop up at the top.
So go down and look further down to find the information that you're looking
And
for.
here's the other thing.
Okay.
Look at more than one source.
That.
Don't just find one source and be like, okay, I'm gonna ride with this. No, you should have multiple sources, because what that does is it educates you and enables your knowledge to be wider based. You can have the same issue looked at from several different viewpoints, and then you're able to determine, okay, well, what do I actually agree with? But get all the data first before you make a decision.
But Reggie, that's good for us, people that are our age. You got to think about the kids that's voting nowadays. They're young kids, and all they do is watch YouTube. So all they seeing are these paid.
They don't even
Yeah.
watch
Advertisement
YouTube. They
on
watch
YouTube.
TikTok. They have a 6-second.
Right, and
Yeah,
ads on TikTok. Come on now.
And this is where it goes to our generation, is to teach them how to go in and do research and find the information. Because I remember when I first voted, they allow you to vote in the state of Texas when you're 17 and your birthday is coming up. Like, my birthday is in February. So I remember in November, I was actually able to vote.
Right.
I went voting, and before I voted, my parents registered me to vote. They took me to get registered to vote when I was in the summer, before my senior year in high school. Well, we're gonna go and take you to go get registered. This is how you do it, Then, in September, well, it was the middle of football season. Well, you still need to make yourself aware of these issues. So these are the big issues at play. This is what you need to go research. So I had to go research it. And then it was like a discussion with my parents. Hey, this is what I think about this, and why do you feel like this? It's our generation's time to step up and be the leaders. But you can't just blow off youngsters because they're young. Hell, at one point we were young and dumb.
Right.
So at some point in time, somebody took the time to stop and inform us. We need to start doing the same damn thing.
That's true. And and then what I come to find out is that, speaking about that real quick, a lot of the guys, especially that I'm running across, they actually just want somebody to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though all of us may have had a certain upbringing, there are some kids, or whatever the case it is, that may be, they may not have had a good upbringing, or they may have been raised by a young mom, or their dad is probably barely around, or whatever the case it is. All those kids want somebody to listen to, especially when they get 25 and they got 4 kids and they don't know what to do. Like, man, I don't know what to do. Well, first you gotta take a step back and you gotta become a man. There are certain things that you have to do in your own life that you want to put ahead of yourself, so you can become who you want to become. And sometimes it's just about the way we convey the message.
Right.
Because a woman 28 years old, 10 years your junior will be looking to you.
You ain't got to tell me my age, but go ahead.
No, she said a woman 28.
My junior.
Right.
I said 10 years your junior.
I know, but you ain't got to tell. People know how to add.
Well,
I don't think everybody. You know what? Some people don't catch on to that. You put it out there. That's like saying 4 score. Most people don't even know.
We
how
have a very.
score
Don't you insult our audience? They are very smart.
I didn't say our audience.
Go ahead, Q. 28 years
I
old.
done lost it.
She'll be like you run across a 28-year-old comedian. She may be looking to you to be like, you know what will work for your generation for me? Because sometimes, some people that are younger, they feel like they can't relate to older people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so, sometimes it is about us giving them a comfortable environment, to do that. Right. Like people, Mo calls shit, she old as Jesus. She got it helped the whole world. That kind of deal. So, it's about.
Me and Jesus was friends, and me and Moses played on the softball team.
Who won, Mo?
Who won?
I was third base.
Mo said she was
Now,
third base.
was this on the land, when you poured the Red Sea?
This was in Turkey where we started.
See, Mo on it. Mo on it.
Okay.
All right, next
I
topic.
couldn't eat that much turkey if I was never moved on.
No, nothing. I got a tree of turkey.
I got you. Turkey sandwiches, opposite of 99 cents.
I think you're really trying to play this off.
Did you want to?
I know Turkey is a country.
Did you want to drink something or eat something?
Yeah,
My
you
sugar
got
might
them
be a little
gummies
low.
right there. Go ahead, get you a gummy.
Come on, y'all. In Turkey, where I'll start.
Yeah.
Now we're getting to the show.
Now, we get to the show.
Now, what were you going to talk about?
Okay, so before I read this, I just want to say this one thing.
Uh-oh.
In America,
Yes, indeed.
black people
Yes.
is the only race
Yes.
that have to have a law
Okay.
to wear natural hair. That's all I want to say. All right. California becomes the first state to ban decriminalization against natural hair.
That's horrible.
Decriminalization.
So
I don't even want to read the article.
basically,
I hate it.
I don't want to read the article,
I
man.
hate it.
I read the article. I just
Is it
want to
discrimination or decriminalization?
decriminalization.
discrimination.
Oh,
Discrimination.
discrimination against natural
Is
hair.
it discrimination or discrimination? You got me saying the word
Discrimination.
wrong.
First of all, it's not criminalization, it's discrimination.
Discrimination.
Okay, so
You
wait,
said
let's take away from it.
Y'all,
Let-
you
let-
see
let-
what they do to me.
Let me tell you what's going on.
That's
here,
horrible,
Q,
isn't it?
'cause you-
Isn't that horrible?
Okay, so what it is that it's not discrimination with their hair. It's just another way they discriminate against us. So they're just taking that away. It's okay. You can wear your hair as natural as you want to, but if you wear it coming in there and look like Shaka Zulu, and you in a Fortune 100 company, and you're not bringing in the sales, they're gonna say it's because of your hair. Why don't you change your hair? If you are in a certain corporate America setting, you're going to have to look like them. You're going to have to wear the khaki pants on Friday. You don't wear jeans, even though it's casual day. You're
Okay.
going to have to wear the 3-inch heels, not 6-inch heels. You can't wear the clear bottom shoes.
That's why I
The
just work in a
stripper
call.
suit.
That's why I just work in a call center where all of that is well.
If you wanna work in a Fortune 100 company, you've got to assimilate. I'm sorry, Angela Davis hair will not make it at Cargill. Angela Davis hair will not make it in Xerox. Angela Davis hair will not make it in GE. But if you want to keep the Angela Davis hair, then start your own company.
My job I always have.
But see, here's the thing that people need to understand. Do not look at somebody's exterior and feel like they a sellout. Because the only way you can change the game is from the inside.
Hello?
That's
Ring the
right.
bell. Ding ding.
Yeah, you have to be able to get in and change the game.
You gotta
So,
go.
I look at these, I do interviews and stuff for young, all types of people. And I see these young black dudes coming
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
and it's just like, brother, no.
Right.
Right.
And the bad part is, like, I take away how they're dressing. I don't look at that.
Right.
But that's just me as a hiring manager. I don't look at
Right.
how you're dressed. That I don't really care about that. What I care about is your skill set, and I look beyond that.
Right.
Everybody can't do that.
Right.
So whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, anybody that I interview, especially young black men and women, I always make sure that I give them a follow-up email and say, hey, these are the good things about your interview. These are the things you need to work on.
Opportunities, yeah,
And
always.
this is where you are. And even if they're not hired, some of them have been hired. One guy, he got hired, and he's from New York, moved down to Texas, doing this thing, and it's just like, bruh, you not gonna excel, and I'm gonna show you why. You see me, he's like, but yeah, I could tell you, you got a little hood in you, you grew up in this. So it's like, but when you see me addressing people, when you look at me when I'm in meetings, look at me when I'm in front of everybody else, and then take that and look at it when it's just me and you talking. There's just two different.
Well, it's code shifting. That's
Right.
right. We do that.
Right.
But to once again, to make somebody like you or want you, you can't make anyone doing it. So the Angela Davis hair, I appreciate it. I wear afros all the time, but not in certain settings.
Right.
Mo, you just don't like combing your hair. Let's be real.
Oh God.
Oh.
But when you got it, like
When you
that.
got it like that,
You got
you got it like that.
It's not fair. It's not right. It's just what is.
Right.
So we got to work on that. So like you, Sunshine, can you wear a big afro to work?
Yes.
See,
she
you
do.
know why? Because
See,
it's tribal. They
now-
individualize. They can do that.
Now
They
let
can
me
show
just say, it makes people uncomfortable. People want to say something, but they're like, ooh, if I say something,
You go to
Yeah.
HR.
Well, my job the same way.
we'll be like, oh, that looks so fun. I love that one.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh my God. I don't know why they did.
Wow,
At my
that
job,
looks fun.
I work in a call center, so of course you see all kind of hair, you see all kind of clothes, and all that kind of stuff. And I look at the minute they changed the dress code and said you can now wear any color hair again, all the reps' hair instantly went to blue and green and yellow.
Ooh.
There is not one manager or supervisor or upper management that has those hair colors. And that's what I want younger women to understand at my job. Yes, you aspire to be a supervisor. Absolutely, that's all fine, well and good. You're great at your job, you're great on the phone, you can give an interview. But look at your surroundings. They have yet to promote someone with blue hair.
Oh yeah.
It's a representation of the company.
Mm.
But
And
yet,
And you
but
know
yet they
that's
still come
something.
there. I'm just like,
As long
you're
as
not gonna get
I have been coloring my hair, I've always wanted to do the extreme colors that you see now. But I've always been reluctant to do it because of my environment, professionalism, how people will see me, can they take me seriously? Because I'm not an artist, I'm not in the music industry, I'm not, I don't have that niche where if I go in, people will go, oh, it's acceptable. Now, maybe one day, and y'all know it, because I'll come up in here with some rainbow colored hair. all the way
even
down
in the
to my
travel
ankles.
industry, we can't. When I was fighting, your hair was brunette, red, blonde,
Natural
Black.
hair
Black.
color.
Yeah.
natural hair color.
Yeah.
Regardless, if you got a blue piece in the middle, you better hide it, and hide it good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially if if an airline exec get on, because you don't know who's riding with you.
Ever.
You don't know. I mean, because they'll be the type they don't even want to go to first class. Some of them they just go straight to the back because they won't be bothered. They want to go sleep. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out. That's happened to me a couple of times when I was in the airline industry. You get on the plane with one of the executives of the company, and they just go into the back just to chill and just go to sleep because they side pieces in the front that they done got on the airline. Oh
Not listening to that.
yeah.
All I'm listening to is that
yeah.
the hair color could be a distraction.
Can be.
But I want you to know, this is what you have to decide. Is the hair more important or is my check more important?
Right.
And
I
once
agree,
you
Mom.
and once you make that decision, that's up to you. Now, am I going to hold up a sign and walk in when talking about he shall overcome, we shall overcome because you want to wear blue green hair? No, I'm not.
No man press.
Yeah.
Right.
No man
I'm with
press
that.
ham.
Yeah.
But if you get shot down in the street like Sandra Bland, I will continue to say your name and I will continue to walk and talk and be there for you. But hair color, non-issue. Next.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so let me, Margaret brings up a good point here. She says, this is why all of my tattoos are private. Now, and I seen this on A&E. I forget what company is that. It's a company that's in Denver, Colorado. I think it's a company that make the, the gondola ride in Denver, Colorado. A big company out there. They take care of the gondola rides. I think from in the Rockies. They do the one in Denver, and then there's another one, a couple of them out there that they do or whatever. And so the CEO of the company has tats all over, right? Comes with, they all dress nice. They all have on suit and tie. And so A&E was out there interviewing them or whatever the case it is, and they were saying that that is the trend, that more CEOs, more white collar people are actually getting more tattoos, where versus blue collar people are forced to cover theirs up.
Not in my job.
Well, white collar are making the decisions. Blue collars are not.
Right.
And I guarantee you, most of them tattoos came after they got the position.
Of course. Oh yeah.
Because the one thing that they cannot take away from you is your knowledge and your skill set.
Right.
Now, I have tattoos. My tattoos, that was the first thing my parents told me when I just said, hey, I want to go get it. Well, it's going to be covered up. Can you? And it's very interesting that people I work with, most of them are shocked when they find out I have tattoos. Because we had an employee day, employee appreciation day, and we were out playing basketball, and I took my shirt off, had on the tank top, and I was, oh my God, you have tattoos? I would have never thought I would have saw you with tattoos. I just don't see you as that. It's like, really? You don't know me.
Right.
You really don't know me. You know the work me, but you don't know the entire me. And then when I was like, why does it surprise you that I have tattoos? I have my ears pierced. I never looked at you that closely. You do have ears. I was like, yeah.
I see
But
people
you
on a
see
daily
everything.
basis that, you know, you look at them and you think, oh, this person just busted out of prison.
Right.
And no, they are a CEO, or you know, they are a six-figure person.
One of
Yeah,
my assistant vice president, she got sleeves.
Whole sleeve.
On both sides.
See, my thing about tattoos is it doesn't, I mean, you don't want to look at someone and immediately say, oh, this is a bad person, this is a good person. But you know what? I want you to take the first 48 to identify me with my Delta records. I don't want you to say, she got ballerina shoes on her left arm. I don't want that. I want you to take the whole time to figure out who I am.
Then your murderer has gotten away.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah. You know what? I'm trying to figure out what the
Just
big,
put an M somewhere.
I'm trying to figure out what the big deal about tattoos is, because
They hurt. Those are needles. They're needles.
They don't hurt.
you know what? The moment
It's a different kind of pain.
It
Yeah,
is.
it
And
really
sometimes
is.
it's pleasurable.
That is so nasty.
it is.
really
is.
What's the
It
name?
really is different pain.
Like some
It
people, like
is.
me, when I go get a tattoo, I have to have on headphones because I can't stand the sound
Oh,
of the
I
needle.
love the
I like
But
the sound.
but
I
the
think
piercing
it's
of the
okay.
skin
The piercing of the
is
skin.
so.
Hold on, let me.
It's just fine to me. Like I can just be just like, but that noise, same way at the dentist office, I can't
Now, the
hear
dentist
the
office
noise.
I can't do.
I can't hear
Can't do
that.
that.
But
I'm not going
the
to
pain
the dentist.
is great. This right here.
I'm good.
It's a little more than that. It's a little
Yeah,
more
I know,
it's
but
not-
I had to demonstrate on more than just.
No, that hurts. I'm not into. You know what? I'm not into pain like that. I'm just.
Pleasure principle.
Okay,
That's exactly what I said.
let's talk a little Black history.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Okay.
Let's talk a
Little
little Black history. a
Black
little-
History Month.
On the last day of February.
On
Why
the
do
last
they say
day
when
of
it comes to black people,
February.
gotta be little?
Black, that's what you.
Little black.
That's because that's what you be saying.
No, I don't be saying that, but other people say that.
You did.
Yes, you did.
What did I
You
say?
talking-
Okay, let's go back.
Talking about the little penises.
And it's all on
We talking
Facebook.
black history. I ain't saying nothing about little black
I
and
mean,
black
but that's a
history.
part of your Black
Moving on.
history.
No, it is history. It is history.
Listen, okay, so I'm gonna start with you more on the end. What Black history do you have for us today?
All right, so we all know about Rosa Parks, right?
Yes.
Of course.
What did Rosa Parks do?
Sat on the back of the bus.
After somebody else.
And why?
So she was tired.
She was tired.
No,
Her
she
feet
wasn't
hurt.
tired. Her feet wasn't hurt. That
She was
was
running from
planned.
Madeira.
was
Madeira
planned.
on
Okay.
It was planned to use her because she fit the mold. Just what we talking about here. She was a little old lady, but she wasn't that old. But she was married. She was a seamstress, and she was involved heavily into her church.
Right.
Okay.
Now, let's go to the first person who did it. Claudette Colvin, Colvin.
Right.
I got that.
She was 50, and that's why I said, didn't I say, can we discuss who had the different facts?
Oh, I got some more.
I know. So Claudette Colvin, so she was how old when she sat on the Greyhound bus and didn't want to move out of leaving North Carolina, going to
16,
New York?
17?
She was 15 years
Okay.
old.
I know she was a teenager.
The reason they didn't use her interstate travel is because she was pregnant and
And she
unmarried.
unwed.
And was pregnant by a married man.
And she did it the first time. She did the first. She was the first.
Wow.
She didn't fit the
And
image.
Claudette Colvin.
Colvin.
Everybody,
Still
y'all get that
living.
Claudette Colvin.
Still living in the Bronx, New York.
Still living in the
2
Bronx.
sons.
Wow.
Yeah. So she retired as a nurse's aide, and I was so upset. Being from North Carolina, I always heard about her, but no one else heard about her, and I was so upset. So upset, but she's still living a good life.
Yep.
Claudette Colvin, ladies and gentlemen, in Rosa
All right.
Parks.
Now let me tell you about Rosa Parks.
Let's talk about Rosa.
She couldn't afford her house note. The pizza guy had to pay for her house note.
Really?
So the mother of the city.
Oh, I thought Pizza Hut in
Yeah. So I don't know who's over there in Detroit where the company is. I can't remember the company, but he paid for her house note.
Wow. Wow.
And that's absolutely disgusting to me. She's supposed to be the mother of civil rights sit-ins, and why was her house not purchased by someone?
Right.
But anyway, so
It should have
Claudette
been a
Colvin.
landmark.
Yeah,
Right.
Claudette Colvin, and then the second history that you want to or no?
Yes, just
Yeah.
to
Okay, and then the second one I always think about. Everyone talks about the Woolworth sit-ins, right?
Okay.
Happened in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Right.
All right.
Four students from North Carolina A&T State University. But they were first went to the Korean War because it was 1960, right? Well, they had the GI Bill. That's why they went to A&T. But people don't know that they did this on February 1st. The sit-in was February 1st. But the GI Bills, they didn't get paid yet because,
they don't get paid till 15.
they don't get paid till 15. So guess what? If the people had served them, they were like, we ain't got enough money anyway. But that's why. And what you don't see in the picture is that you see all of these students who were on the outside were like, hey, how much you got? I got 15 cents, I got $1. But if they had just served them on February 1st, that would have been a non-issue. Little black known history.
Little known black history facts. Okay.
Thank you, Mo. I should appreciate that.
Come to me today, Richmond.
Miss Shimmy,
I'm sorry.
what you got over there in the corner, Miss Shimmy?
I'm done. Mo little, Arbor said it was the Little Caesars owner.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Little Caesars, I appreciate it.
Okay.
I'm sick of Mo. Okay? I am so sick of Anyway, she took one of mine. She took one of mine.
Oh, she took one of yours?
And I
She
did.
did.
And that's why I
Okay.
said we should
Oh,
go.
we all supposed to have one. I'm ass out.
Anyway, so I was reading and they had, I know some stuff, not a lot of stuff. I have issues with the NAACP. That's a whole nother thing, but we'll talk about that another day. But Nanny Helen Burroughs, she was turned down for teaching because she was too dark-skinned.
Wow.
But in 1909, she found the National Training School for Women, and it was later renamed after her in 1964.
Oh.
Wow.
And where was this?
Wow.
DC.
And she was too dark.
And she was too
Where did
dark.
she get her degree from?
It didn't have that.
Okay.
What's she degree from, Mo?
No, she got it. She started at a training school, like they said,
Mm.
but she tried to get into Howard, but she couldn't. She was too dark because they had the paper brown test.
That's right.
Brown
That's
sugar
right.
bag.
That's right.
But see,
right.
you could have
Yes,
been
it is.
darker.
Celebrating Howard?
No, we always saw. You could have been darker. Wait, okay. You could have been darker. However, you had to be connected. Look, the reason Howard, Spelman, Morehouse were found was because the slave owners had children, and the slave owners wanted their children to be educated. The reason you got land-grant colleges is because the regular folk like us wanted to be educated. So don't get it twisted. So when you say Howard, when you say Spelman, when you say Morehouse, they all have, if you look at their founders were white or very light. And that's the kind of people they wanted to matriculate to.
Mhm.
Don't, you know what? It was what happened. Don't get mad at them, just like what I had passed. If I could have, yeah. Because I don't like getting beat. I don't like getting, you know.
I mean, I would pass too, because this paper said Brown is on point. But I got a lot of issues with a lot of things that happened in Black history in the past and the reasons why things were done. But that's just something I'm working on.
Here's the thing you have to understand. People had to make a way.
Yeah.
And you had to make a way to get by. So you can't knock the hustle because, I mean, you couldn't reach everybody, but you could reach some. And some is better than none.
True.
Yeah.
That's a very, and I mean, that's a very true statement. And I look at, as a Black person who used to be white, anyway, you have to read my jokes, you have to watch my shows. Anyway, but as a Black person, a lot of things bother me about Black history. And I understand paving the way and things like that. It bothers me because even still in today's society, Black people are against Black people. You see what I'm saying?
No.
So
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
yes,
You
they
got,
are.
I told y'all got colored people and black people.
But
Right.
What I want you to do
you know what I mean.
is on your next vacation, go to Greensboro, North Carolina, go to North Carolina A&T State University, and just go through their archives. You'll be so much better for it. Because you'll see the struggles that we really did make and how many struggles we have made and the stuff that is whitewashed. That's why you're
No,
pissed
no,
off,
but that's
because
what I'm
it's white. They don't
saying,
tell you
like-
the full story.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I know there were struggles. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know there were struggles. I know there were people that paved the way for us, and we have attempted to make strides to be better. And yet
However,
we still have those that, you know what I'm saying, in
It's
our
kinda like
own
they
culture
say,
that don't
you
want
know,
us
you
to be better.
you are your own worst enemy.
Right.
You know?
We too have that struggle.
Yeah.
But if you look at other ethnicities and other races, you'll see the same thing.
True, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. True, and I mean, it happens in every race of people.
Yeah.
But ours is talked about more, and there's
Like, we
more
can't
light.
get along at
Ours
all.
is talked about more because you hear about it. There is a Facebook page named Love of the Asian Guy. You gotta get on that page. I never knew that Chinese hated Japanese and Japanese.
Oh,
And
yeah. Oh,
And
yes.
the Cambodians and the Seas, the Southeast Asians.
Look, I don't
When you go to
ever
the nail shops,
assume-
you better ask which one they is.
I don't ever assume
At all.
what someone of Asian descent is because I'm like, I say the wrong thing.
They will.
Mhm.
They will be
And
not. They
they
will
will
not
be-
be.
cut
yeah.
you.
You can go into Arlington right now.
Mhm.
Arlington, and they have the Koreans separated from the Vietnamese,
Vietnamese.
and the
Mhm.
Vietnamese are the blacks of the Asians.
Right, right.
They don't,
right.
and I was like, "What you say?" I learned that in Houston. I went to a Vietnamese wedding because you know they had food, and
Oh, man.
and we went.
Love
Me
the
and Paulette, we went there. It was 6:00. We in there. Well, we were the first two. I said, "Paulette, you ain't got the time wrong." She said, "No." And then the girl came. She said, "Oh yeah, we don't get nowhere on time." I said, "I done met my people."
Yeah.
And then,
My grandmother said she called every Asian person Vietnamese. Well, excuse me, let me say it how she said. Vietnamese is what she said. Everybody is Vietnamese.
okay, well, they had a setup in the middle of the table, and I was at home. They had a setup with the Sprite, the ice, and everything. We was all on the floor dancing.
Vietnamese is the niggas.
So what I
They are. Seriously.
no, but what I want you to know
Look,
is that
I just know
you
I
only
love
hear
my
that
pho.
because you only hear that because you're black.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
good.
I
It
love my
is
pho.
so good. Very,
So-
very good.
Yeah, it's break time.
Okay.
Oh,
So
we're
we'll come
gonna
back.
come back with your fact.
Okay, fair
Come
enough.
on, Shimmy.
Miss Shimmy, take us a break.
Oh, me? I don't have it.
What you
Yeah.
mean you don't have it?
I'm having it for some reason. My phone will not work. with
Oh, that's
my
right. I'm sorry.
Tablet. For
Well,
some
I
reason,
can take us a break real quick.
But we
We're
finna go to break. We're gonna play 2 songs, and Q gonna tell you what it is.
okay, the first one is I Can by Nas.
Yes.
And then Complexion by Kendrick Lamar.
Ooh.
And again, we'll be right back after this.
All right.
I'm betting Kendrick Lamar wouldn't have been letting Howard back in. He's mad. He's
Oh, I
If he
know.
had the money,
Yeah,
though,
dog.
if he had the money,
He dog. Oh, he
Let's see
dog.
who's on. Let's see who's on.
Everybody's on.
Everybody's
My
on.
mom is on. She said, "Hey y'all, Mama, no, they
Hey.
did not get the coasters because I walked out the house without the coasters because I was trying
You
to
left
make
our
sure."
coasters?
I
that's what she said in the
did.
beginning.
I said that
Do you
again.
listen to anything
Yeah,
we
I was really concerned
Oh,
about, and I'm gonna say this how my brother said it. Reggie, don't get offended.
And I gave you an
He
extra one to
said,
give away.
he said, "Big man's hoodie."
Cool.
I said, "Who is Big man?" saying, we don't have no big people on us. He said, you know, the 2X one. I said, oh, okay, Hendrix. That's his name. He couldn't think of it. But yeah, I was so focused on trying to get that hoodie situation together that I left the coasters.
I still have my big man mentality. I'm not a big man anymore, but I do wear 2X.
I was standing in the middle of the den like this.
Oh God.
Speaking of hoodies, look at that. I want Mo to show her.
Oh, your boy cute.
I like Mo.
No, let him see it on camera.
You can see that at night when you run it.
Bam.
Running from the police.
The back part.
All right,
That's
look
glow
at
in the
that.
dark. You can see that.
Now I'm telling y'all, look,
I
y'all
like
see,
that one.
these are our hoodies, everybody.
They can't see it.
Mo, show them your hoodie.
They can't see it.
These are our
Oh wait, it's
hoodies.
froze.
These
Oh, there you go.
these are hoodies.
Come over some.
Come
Yeah,
over.
there we go.
Come over some.
That way.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, these are hoodies.
Wait,
Everybody.
there you go.
Why do you have the camera flipping different?
Right.
Yeah, it's
Well,
doing a
it-
different.
Well, I mean, I don't know why it's doing that. I mean, it won't
Just
stop.
sit it on the front of the table and people can see it. Because that's because you're doing a good job.
That's the back. Yeah, this nice. They get on film. They get on.
There it is.
There it is. It came.
All right, Mo,
on
now
time.
your
Yeah,
turn. I like Mo
nice.
hoodies too.
Your boy cute. I like this. This is nice.
Well, that's what you always say. Because you
It's
just
your
said
boy
put
Q.
Q on him. And I was like, nah, he always say this your boy Q. So that's what we're going to put
Oh,
on back
that's
there.
sweet.
It's nice. I like that.
He called me a big man, huh?
Yeah.
I ain't mad. Still.
It was, I was like, we don't have no big
Huh?
people. But I said that.
Oh, your mama said you probably broke them.
I did not break them.
Oh.
They are not broken. I promise you they are not broken.
Oh.
They are at home next to the TV. And I put them there so I would not forget them.
See, that's how I felt about them damn gummies.
They kept sitting in your fridge. You open
Wow.
the refrigerator every day because you eat.
Okay, who done? Who done our hoodies?
Oh, okay, so his formal business name is Super Slides Lawn Care. He doesn't have a name for his t-shirt business yet, but it's my little big brother, Sylvester Walker Slide.
What's his IG?
He doesn't have Instagram.
What's his
You on
name?
Facebook?
His Facebook is his name,
Okay, which is?
Sylvester
Oh, did you
Walker.
show your purple and gold?
No, she did
No,
not
she
show her
won't
purple
show
and
the
gold.
purple and gold,
Oh,
Mom.
Yeah. We want to see the purple and gold.
but yeah, he doesn't. He only has Facebook. He does not have Instagram, unfortunately. But if you need to get to him, you can call
That's
me.
nice. That's nice.
Mo,
Well, hold on, Mo. Wait, this camera
wait,
gonna flip
wait,
again.
wait. We gotta wait for
Yeah.
it to flip again.
Okay.
Wait, no.
It's not flipping. It's not
It's
not
flipping.
flipping.
It's
I don't know.
gonna
It's not
flip.
flipping.
It's
Talk,
about
Mo.
to.
Yeah.
Talk,
Yeah,
Mo.
Mo.
Mo, you have to talk so it can get on you.
Hello.
Talk a lot. There you go.
There we go.
All right, now
Show
turn
them-
around the front side.
And then we have the front.
Y'all, that purple and gold did come out
That's
very
That's
nice.
kind of
nice.
nasty. Man. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah,
That's
it's nice.
nasty.
Yeah.
It is nice.
Yeah, but it's
I got
purple and
jealous
gold.
now.
There's no ugly.
I got a little jealous.
Now you can wear your purple shoes.
I
When you
like
go to
that.
no, when you go to
I like
formal
that.
events and it's not super cold outside, but it's cold enough, you just put your hoodie on over it, take a
Look,
picture in
it's
front of
gonna
the car,
be
and then you take it
75
off.
degrees today.
It sure is.
75.
It's gonna be
What
hot
the
today.
hell?
But it's
I
gonna
gotta
go right back
mow
down
the
tomorrow.
yard again.
Why you
It's gonna go
coming
back
over
down.
again?
Oh, my bad.
She ain't calling nobody to mow it for her.
And my mama made
Oh,
me-
you know, this is Susie fixing
I know,
herself.
I know.
Right.
You know, this will get on the hood and change the transmission from the door.
Right.
And just keep
I
on fucking
haven't
around.
done
I'm
the
like,
transmission,
I'm gonna tell you.
just the ignition. No, what was it again? The fuel injecting line.
you know, she
injector line.
keep on with it. I'm gonna drop my car off over there.
Yes, she might be able to fix my car.
I'm trying to tell
You
you.
should.
You got the maintenance book? I got my maintenance book.
Yeah,
went
I
and
do. I have the
spent
maintenance
that
book in
little
mine.
$25, $30, whatever
See?
it was.
Oh, the maintenance book.
Yeah,
Well,
the
real quick-
maintenance book.
Before y'all know, my little brother is my mama's favorite. Y'all don't know that because that's her only boy. But he also has Stealth Academy. It's youth
Okay.
sports
Mhm.
from the ages, I think it's 6 to 12. It's an academy. They do basketball, football. They're actually getting ready to do baseball too. So if y'all have kids between the ages of 6 and 12, and you want your children in sports, you know my brother's really, really good with kids. It's adults we have problems with, but he's really,
Amen.
really good with kids. And I mean, these guys are amazing. They're actually Stealth Academy is playing in the championship today at
Okay.
12:45 at the preparatory school in Arlington.
Okay.
So,
Not good.
they made it to the semifinals in football,
Okay.
and they are now in the championship for basketball.
That'll work.
And this is 8U.
Okay, that'll work. Oh, everybody, also, we want you guys to keep up this month with us. Like I said, next month with us. Like I said, on next Saturday, we're gonna be talking about family values and, how important it is to, know who your people is and that kind of stuff. Like my girl, Lydia Thomas of Paternity Direct DNA Center is going to be here. They are Black owned, and I'm very, very excited to have her on so she can share a little bit about her
I ain't got no
heritage.
baby daddies.
Can
Her
we talk
heritage and
about
stuff.
the spades tournament? The tournament where you can't play and I can't play because we're hosting it,
Yeah.
but I would beat you anyway. That spades tournament.
I think we should just get together and do
And
like
do
a
a-
special podcast at somebody's house.
We
Or
tried to. Oh, I'm finna say
No,
on the show.
not
Oh.
on the show, but like,